Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so the previous talk, our previous talk, we talked about this proper wandering sutta, and then we talked about pleasing and displeasing, abandoning pleasing and displeasing. Okay, then we talk about not clinging and not depending on anything, and we talk about in life how to release this pleasing and displeasing, and the various ways to overcome pleasing and displeasing at our level. Okay. Then the last time we were talking about life, so today maybe I go through a little bit on the quality of abandoning pleasing and displeasing during meditation. During meditation. So when we meditate, I'll use the mindfulness of breathing meditation, anapanasati, as an example. Okay. When we meditate on when we are trying to be mindful of our in-breath and out-breath, of the breath, as a general. Because of the habits of the mind, sometimes it affects the meditation a lot. Okay. So, like for example, it doesn't happen to everyone, because there will always be some people who have strong defilements, but they are still able to practice like that. I'm just saying, like, in some cases, it is like that. So we can examine ourselves, okay? So, like, for those who have very strong grasping and rejecting, that means whenever they meet with pleasant states, pleasant things, pleasant people, hear pleasant words, etc., then they will be so attached to it. Very attached to it. And if they encounter a very unpleasant phenomena, people, words, etc., then they are very averse to it. They reject it. They avoid it. They suppress it, like that. So those who have very strong grasping and rejecting character, when they meditate, if they don't have like past paramis ripening, then sometimes they may find that they may catch on to the breath so much, trying to control the breath, trying to manipulate the breath. Breath, you should stay here, don't go. And if sometimes they wrongly use the word focus. Then they use a lot of strength, a lot of mental and grit to focus on the breath. Then it becomes very uncomfortable. The meditation becomes very, very uncomfortable. Or if they always adverse, always uncontented with things, and this discontentment is also a kind of like aversion also, right? And rejecting. So because of that, then when the breath doesn't appear according to their expectations, maybe they want the breath to be more smooth, maybe they want the breath to be more subtle, maybe they want the breath to be more comfortable, but it is not as comfortable. It may be comfortable, but it is not as comfortable as they expect. Then they just reject, discontented, I don't like this breath. This breath, not so good. Previous one very good. This one not so good. Okay, what do? They generate a lot of adverse mind. And what are adverse mind? Adverse mind belongs to dosa, anger mind, like that, rejecting, like that. And what does it? When they arise this kind of adverse and rejecting mind, what does it do? It makes the meditation very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. It's like they're pushing their mind away from the breath. I don't like this breath. This breath is not so good. Last time was better. So it's like a rejecting and craving like that. Then the whole meditation process becomes very uncomfortable. Why? It's not because the meditation, it's not because of the breath. It's because of how we pay attention to the breath, isn't it? Whether we have wise attention to the breath or not. Whether we are purifying our mind with this mindfulness of breathing meditation subject. Okay. So those who have very strong grasping and rejecting mental patterns, and when they meditate, sometimes very difficult. And sometimes, even though they may understand already, Bhante say like that, I must try to let go. But the moment they try to let go, they try to let go of that grasping, it seems like the mind is uncontrollable. It seems like, I hope nobody has to experience this, but for those who are experiencing it now, just understand that you are not alone. Okay. So sometimes they want to let go, but they find that the mind latch on and grabs to the breathing so much, so tight, and it feels like they're banging against a very high and very high and very hard wall. It's like don't grasp, don't try to relax, no, like that. I hope nobody has experienced this, but some of you may experience this, like that. It's like you're trying to let go, but the mind doesn't want to let go, that kind of mental state. So then the meditators, when they encounter this, they start to lose hope. It's like, they start to say, I can't do it. My defilements are so strong. This mindfulness of breathing meditation is very suffering. They blame the meditation subject. They blame themselves. They blame many things. Or sometimes they become disappointed. They become aspirated. Sometimes they even lose hope in meditation itself. Sometimes they even fear meditation. Why? Because it's really, really suffering. At some stage of my practice, I also experienced this kind of defilement. This is very, very suffering. Yeah, makes the meditation very, very uncomfortable and very suffering. Okay. So what to do? In terms of like the technique of meditation, it's like they can't do any change to it, right? Because the habit is so strong already. So what can they do? Is that the end of the world for them? Is that the end of the Nibbana road for them? Actually, no. Actually, like in our previous talks, with regards to the meditation technique, they feel that they're banging a wall. They cannot meditate. They cannot let go. They cannot be contented with the breath, etc. Then they should try to develop these qualities in their daily lives. For example, the moment they find that if they are grasping is very strong one, the mind grabs on, attached. The mind attached very strongly one to people, to opinion, to feeling, etc. Then they should try to develop letting go in their daily lives. Whenever in the daily life they when they are aware that they are grasping and attachment and a lot of wanting, then sometimes they have to go against the stream of temptations to let go. To let go doesn't mean to suppress it. Doesn't mean to reject push away the thought or the feeling, but actually it's just being aware of it gently, kindly, and then know that, hey, this feeling or this thought of grasping is a cause of suffering. We have already experienced it in our meditation, right? It's a cause of suffering. So, so just let it go. I don't have to follow it. If I keep following it, I will continue the grasping mental habit. So just let it arise and just let it perish. Understand that it is a cause of suffering. Then you can let go. And the more you do it, the more you do it every day, and the more that when you meditate, you find that gradually, after a course of for some people, few days, for some people, few weeks, for some people, few months, for some people, few years, gradually their grasping mind gradually start to shake, start to loosen the grip already. Their mind start to loosen the grip. Why? Because they practice more letting go instead of grasping. Okay? The reason why it is so difficult to let go sometimes is because the mental habit of grasping is stronger than the mental habit of letting go of attachment. So what can we do during meditation? You can sit there and let go. This is just a kind of not meditation but a contemplation. Okay, you can think let go like that, but sometimes it is difficult. So it's contemplation, not meditation. Yeah, have to be very clear. What is a meditation? What is contemplation? Okay. So if in meditation very difficult, so we have to try to let go in daily life, So there is still hope, Okay, so hope is not lost. There's still hope, actually. So when we cannot improve in our meditation techniques, then improve on our lives, improve on our daily Dhamma, improve on our wise attention during our daily lives. That is the hope. Okay, for those of you who, some of you may have lost hope in meditation, please know that hope is not all lost. Okay, to work on the daily Dhamma with daily cultivation, daily mindfulness, daily cultivation of qualities, daily letting go. If you find that you are a control freak, and during our meditation, you always want to control the breath, and it gets very, very uncomfortable, then in our daily life, at the moment we are aware, because of mindfulness, the moment we are aware that, hey, my mind want to control already, because of that mindfulness, we are in a position to make a choice. Make a choice either to follow, continue to control, or we just tell ourselves, no just don't control just let go The feeling of wanting to control may be there, but know that just be mindful that is that feeling, just be feeling, it will just arise and perish. I don't want to control anymore because it is a cause of suffering. recognizing that it is a cause of suffering is very, very important, because our mind always inclined towards happiness. The reason why the mind grabs that and have this grasping mental habit is because we have been conditioned since young to grasp anything that is pleasant, and to reject anything that is unpleasant. Right? Why do we want to avoid unpleasant? Because we want to be pleasant, right? So the mind is always inclined towards happiness, but it is actually because we have been conditioned wrongly. And also because of karma also lah, like that. So that is why if we are able to, in our daily life, whenever the grasping mentality come, we just let go. Just tell yourself, recognize that, cause of suffering again, you come again, ayo, don't suffer lah, let go lah, be kind to it, have a bit of humor, things will just gradually, as you do this over and over again for 100,000 million times for some people, then definitely your mind will start to relax. Definitely. If we intentionally develop this mental habit of letting go, of not following, grasping, or controlling, like that. Because it works just the same. For example, if the repetition cycle of grasping is 10,000, then you just develop your mental habit of letting go, or letting go of control, letting go of grasping, to 120,000, then definitely you will overcome it, right? So what to do is just repetitively, without getting bored. But even if it's bored, just continue to develop the quality of letting go. And also by recognizing that that pattern is a cause of suffering, letting go is not a cause of suffering, then your mind will gradually be inclined towards letting go and not grasping, like that. Okay? So in our daily life, we practice this, then you find that as the repetition gets stronger and stronger, then when you go back to meditation, you find that, wow, very relaxed. Can let go already. Like that. Okay? So same with rejecting mental states. Okay? Same with rejecting mental states means whenever we find that we want to reject, or we want to suppress, or we want to avoid, definitely there is some kind of anger. Whether it's strong anger or whether it's subtle anger, then there is anger. Okay? So whenever we encounter that, then what should we do? We should try to develop loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, or we can recollect about the good points of that person, or that opinion, or that issue, or that material thing. Then when you recollect more and more about the good points of that, you find that gradually your mind can gradually start to accept. And if it is a person, if we know how to use the Brahma Viharas as a qualities in our daily lives, and when encountering this kind of people, then you'll find that you will have less hatred, less anger, and more compassion, and more equanimity, and sometimes even more mindfulness, even more loving kindness, and sympathetic joy also. So not all hope is lost. Okay, there is still hope for those who cannot meditate. No problem, definitely. Just work on daily lives. Just work on cultivating and developing the Dhamma in the daily lives. Okay. Then when we are gradually able to cultivate letting go, and being kind, having a loving heart, having Brahma Viharas to unpleasant phenomena, Then when this has got stronger and stronger, then when you go back to meditation, you find that it gets better and better, more and more comfortable. But should always try to be mindful of the grasping and rejecting mental pattern in meditation. But it's not like you always have to look out for it, If you're always on the lookout for it, sometimes it can be very stressful and the mind can be very restless. So what to do? During meditation, just relax, wait for as much as you can, wait for the breath to come. If it comes, sadhu. If it doesn't come, never mind. Then after that, when you are aware that, hey, mind is grasping already. I mean, because of your cultivation of cultivation of mindfulness in daily life, cultivation of letting go and Brahma Viharas in daily lives. So you will be quite sensitive to this kind of a grasping and rejecting mental pattern. So because of that, when you meditate, no need to go for and look for it, but sometimes you may just be aware, hey, mind grasping already. Sometimes it may just appear like that. If it appears like that, then just same thing. Grasping is suffering, lor. Why grasping, leh? Letting go is better. And then you continue to relax, continue to wait for the breath, continue to know the breath as it is, as much as you can. Then if it is continuing, then maybe once every 5 minutes or 15 minutes, you tell yourself again, grasping is suffering, no grasping is better. Gradually, as you meditate more and more, and it becomes more and more comfortable, then you find that the number of times that you need to remind yourself this to let go is getting lesser and lesser, until totally the mental habit of letting go has overcome the mental habit of grasping. Then you find that when you meditate, not so much grasping, like that. And this is the way we overcome it. Rejection also. Rejection, if we are displeased with the meditation subject, we are always want to this one no good, this method no good, that one method no good, this one, like that one. When this kind of mental pattern arises, then we would know one, like rejecting already. Rejecting, no need to reject lah, never mind lah. Just have loving kindness for this. Just have loving kindness, and then after that, understand that this unpleasant feeling, this contentment has come to go. It is impermanent. Just allow it to arise and perish by itself. We will continue to wait for the breath and be aware of the breath, like that. So we condition our mind, we train our mind and condition our mind like that. Gradually, as you become more and more skillful in it after 100,000 million times, and then meditation becomes so enjoyable, so relaxed, no grasping, no wanting. That's the purification of the mind, everyone. So in meditation, this is how we can practice letting go of abandoning pleasing and displeasing at the early stage. Actually, not only early stage. When you have nimitta, when you are paying attention to nimitta, also have to be mindful of this, because grasping can happen anytime. Anytime. But if we have already gone through the experience of from grasping to letting go comfortably, then you know what to do at that time. Okay, so no problem. Like that. Very good to practice like that. And also, from this we can also see, how virtue, like your own virtue, whether you are a virtuous character, affects the meditation. So if somebody has very strong greed and very strong anger, and they have no strong past paramis, or their five faculties are not strong, then when they meditate, it's very difficult for them. Okay? But if their mental faculties, their five faculties are not strong, but if they develop this kind of virtuous character, because letting go of control, letting go of attachment, and also letting go of rejection and anger, all these are good qualities. From there, contentment, gratitude and letting go non-clinging all these qualities come up from this development. So a person naturally becomes more virtuous. They are not petty. They may not be as petty like before. They may not be as stingy as before. They may not be as quick-tempered as before. Not easily angered. So generally, it is a kind of a virtue, isn't it? A kind of a virtue, a kind of a good qualities. So this kind of virtuous good qualities of the character, if they build up this in their character, will help also the meditation. Will help also the meditation, especially for those who have not so strong five faculties. Then this is a way to improve on it. Okay. So meditation, still have hope. Don't lose hope. Like that. Be a good person. Be a good person doesn't mean that you do good and then you get angry very easily. Being good means we let go of greed, hatred, and delusion more and more, and practice non-greed, non-hatred, and non-delusion more and more. This is the way to be a good person. Okay. Okay. So I think we still have some time. Let us try to go to the next verse The next verse, the Buddha said, he does not find a core in acquisitions, having removed desire and lust for things taken up, not dependent, not to be led by others, he would properly wander in the world. Okay, so verse 364. This is the fifth verse of the Buddha's answer. Let us see what the commentary has to say about this. Okay, so acquisitions means the aggregates, the five khandhas. Okay, so the aggregate of materiality, the aggregate of feeling, the aggregate of perception, the aggregate of mental formations, the aggregate of consciousness. Okay, so these aggregates are called things taken up. Okay, things taken up in the sense that they can be taken up. They are things that can be taken up, so they are called things taken up. Like that, So for one who properly wander in the world, they will not take up these five aggregates anymore. So that means no more rebirth. Okay, not to be led by others means because one has clearly seen impermanent suffering and non-self. So one cannot be led by anyone who may say, "Oh, this is better. This aggregate of materiality and mentality is better." They cannot be led by anyone who say this anymore. Like, this is the meaning. And for the rest of the verse, the meaning is clear. That means having completely removed desire and lust for things taken up by the fourth path. That means with the attainment of Arahant path and fruition, they have completely removed desire and lust for aggregates. And one has totally, so this is one who has totally removed desire and lust. Okay, so someone who has experienced that does not find a core in those acquisitions, because he sees that all acquisitions, he or she sees that all acquisitions are costless. It means they don't have value. They are not valuable. Okay. Therefore, one is not dependent upon them by either of the two types of dependencies. That means dependent on views or dependent on craving. Nor can one be led by anyone who says this is better. So such an Arahant Bhikkhu like this will properly wander in the world. Okay. So let us see what inspiration and what we can learn from this verse, and how can we use this verse in our daily lives. Okay. So does not find a core in acquisitions. Means does not find a value in the 5 aggregates. Does not find value in getting rebirth, in getting another 5 aggregates, they're basically to say in getting another wife, another husband, another son, another daughter, another family member, another relative, another like that. But it doesn't mean that, to reject everyone and stay alone and all that. Not like that. That one is can, but that one will be accompanied by a lot of anger. Maybe accompanied by a lot of anger. Maybe. Unless it is because of this passion. Okay? Like that. So, for the Arahants, they can break off the desire from the desire and the lust for these aggregates because of the Arahant path and fruition, right? Arahant path and fruition. But for us, how? If you have not attained jhana, how? Okay. So basically, in our daily life, okay, in our daily life. Last Sunday, and there was one person. Sorry, I reframe the sentence again. So last Sunday, there was one of a student. So he was learning some qualities, from me. Then he wants to ordain, but he says that, hey, Monday, actually I want to ordain, but I find that I have attachment. I don't, my mind cannot let go of some things in the world, whether it's a partner or whether it's the job or whether it's something like that. He says that after he submitted his tendered his resignation, then everything got better. Wow, the boss want to promote him lah, and this and that lah, like that. Then he said, I now I have a second thoughts about ordaining already, about letting go already. Like that, So he asked, one day, how can I, what can I do? And actually, this also happens to many people, isn't it? Like for those who have very strong greed and strong attachment to properties, families, relatives, experiences, phenomena, material things, etc. When you ask them to let go, not easy. Not easy. So even they have no jhana. So how to do? There are a few ways that I recommended to him. Let's see what I did. Okay, it's pretty helpful, very, very helpful actually. In the Dhamma Earth chanting book, there is one sutta called the Dasa Dhamma Sutta. Okay, Dasa Dhamma Sutta. So in this Dasa Dhamma Sutta, there is the 6th reflection. The Buddha talks about 10 reflections that the bhikkhu should reflect every day. So the 6th reflection is, whatever that is dear and pleasing to me will ultimately perish. This is what a bhikkhu should reflect every day. Sabbehi me Sabehi me piyehi manapehi nanabhavo vinabhavoti. Pambajtena abhinam pacchavikidabha. To be reflected by one, or to be reflected always by one who has ordained. Okay. So we chant this every day, and it is actually very helpful. Why? Because every day we are thinking, oh, whatever people, phenomena, things, properties, our lives, others' lives, anything, any person, any phenomena, any facility, anything that is pleasing and dear to us will ultimately perish. So we have already prepared our mind when we recite this. We are preparing our mind for the ultimate changing and perishing of this person, this relationship, this material thing, this phenomena. And when we do that, then actually you find that when we reflect on that, this one sure to ultimately will perish, even though so good, but ultimately will perish one. Then you find that your grasping, your craving may loosen up. This is an experience that you can experience, okay? Not just talk like that. It is an experience that everyone who tries repetitively much enough will be able to experience, okay? So when we recite that, then ultimately everything that is dear and pleasing will ultimately perish one. Then you may experience a sense of relief. You may experience that your heart area becomes more relaxed. There's a feeling of letting go, of relaxation, of non-wanting, like that. So this is one way that I told him whenever you every day you contemplate about this, you can contemplate 5-10 minutes. Contemplate, imagine in your mind, project about the future perishing of this phenomena, these people and these things, and be a scientist. Try to find out how does your mind react to this kind of contemplation. Okay, like that. So if it is letting go, then congratulations. Just continue to do it. Continue to reflect until the letting go mental habit is stronger than the grasping habit, like that. It is in this way that we are diligent in our practice. Whenever there is a chance to let go, we let go. Whenever we find that we are grasping, that is the chance to let go. There is an opportunity to let go. So some people when they practice meditation, they practice mindfulness, then suddenly they are aware that now then I know I have so many defilements. I feel so ashamed. I feel so embarrassed. I hate myself and all that. Don't think like that. When you understand how to overcome it, you will not react like that, isn't it? If you understand that it is just an accumulation of repetition of the unwholesome mental patterns. So what do we do? What do we do? Don't fall into those kind of negative emotions. Just go for the hope. Be more solution-minded. Go for the solution. Develop the opposite, wholesome mental patterns until it is strong enough to overcome the unwholesome mental patterns. That's all. That's all it is. So practicing Dhamma has hope. Always have hope. Don't lose hope. Just one moment by one moment. One moment by one moment. Don't think about 1 week later I want to say 2 weeks later I want. No. always go back to your one moment. In this mind moment, is your mind wholesome or unwholesome? At this stage, of course, when you're practicing meditation, that is another thing. But when we want to develop wholesome mental patterns to overcome unwholesome patterns, then if we are at this stage, then this is what we do. Continue again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again, until we really overcome it. Like that. So letting go is like that. If you find that you cannot let go now, maybe you may be a good layperson who wish to have an idea to ordain, but your mind have that kind of like in Chinese we call 不舍得, not that willing to give up, cannot bear to give up. Don't bear to give up like that lah. If you have this kind of phenomena, don't worry, it's normal, okay? Because the grasping mental habit is strong. So what do? Continue to contemplate on. One of it is contemplate that all the things, all the phenomena that are pleasing and dear to me will perish. And then think about their perish. In your mind, project their perishing. Then, see what your mind reacts. Usually, in the beginning, some people may not be able to take it. Then after that, they may, you're very scared, like that, then become sad. But ultimately, it is life. You will have to face it. Definitely, okay? Unless you pass away faster than that. So, why not just accept it? Okay, accept that this is samsara, this is a round of rebirth. And once you accept it, you are able to accept it, then you find that, the experience changed. You will feel the sense of letting go and letting go and letting go. Like that lah. So, so this is one. Another one, I refer him to one of the suttas. Is called Mananda Sutta. So in the Mananda Sutta, they talk a lot about 10 types of perception. Okay, 10 types of perception. So there may be letting go perception, dispassion perception, danger perception, repulsive perception, and all that, repulsive contemplation and all that. So I refer him to try out the methods in Mananda Sutta. So because of the time constraint, I will not go deeply into the Mananda Sutta. If you guys are interested, please go and read it up. Okay. And another way to let go of grasping and not willing to give up these acquisitions, the 5 khandhas, or whether it's people, things, humans, or etc. Another is to contemplate on dukkha satya. Contemplate on dukkha satya. In the noble truth of suffering. Then if we look at the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, it explains in detail about the noble truth of suffering in the Dhamma Dhammanupassana chapter. Okay, 4 noble truth part. So explain about birth, old age, sickness, death, sorrow, lamentation, despair, etc. Talk about not getting what one wants, and then association with what is unpleasant, and disassociation with what is pleasant, like that. So before I ordained, one contemplation, and in the earlier stages of my ordination, one thing that really prompted me and pushed me for ordination is the contemplation of especially these 3: association with what is displeasing, disassociation with what is pleasing and not getting what we want. So I used to do a lot of contemplation. I look at life, I look at my life, I look at others' life. Then if we try to see, okay, let's say association with the displeasing, whether it's people, incidents, etc. Okay, it's all around us. Whoa. It is all around us. Association with displeasing people, association with displeasing, association with unpleasant phenomena, unpleasant weather, unpleasant humans, unpleasant animals, even unpleasant things that happen in our body, right? Unpleasant spouse, unpleasant sons and daughters, unpleasant family members, unpleasant relatives, unpleasant colleagues, unpleasant bosses. As long as we continue to be reborn in the round of rebirth, we are subject to so much of this suffering, isn't it? So when the last time when I contemplate on this, cannot. Like that. And then this association with what is pleasing, what is pleasant. Okay. So I look at my life, I look at others' life again. And even people around me, and when I'm on the train, in the public train, I try to analyze people. It's so this association with what is pleasing. Wow. Ultimately, when I look at people, when I look at couples, ultimately one of them have to leave the other person. Right, right. Even if they get married, they live until 80, 90 years old together. Ultimately, one will die. One will die sooner or later, right? Maybe they die together at the same time, maybe lah. But ultimately, will be separated, right? If they die also, they separated already, right? So, wow, no point, no point. So then, this association with your spouse, and you go on from there, this association with your spouse, this association with your kids, this association with your good friends, this association with your good boss, this association with good weather, this association with your good car, this association with your good house, this association with your good government, this association with anything that's good. Ultimately, there will be this association. Wow, then this is life. Why like that? Wow, how enlightening. Just contemplating about this only. Wow. Why am I still in this world, man? I should become a monk already. What am I doing, man? Like that. Then the next one, not getting what one wants. So I analyze my life again. I look at my life. I look at others again. Well, as long as I'm in the round of rebirth, definitely there are times when I will not get what I want. And when I don't get what I want, and when there's strong, and when the attachment is very strong, wow, very suffering, right? Very simple, You look at our life. Are there some people of the opposite sex that you would like them to be your partner, but they have no interest in? Well, for some have, many people have this experience, isn't it? The guy is willing, but the girl is not. The girl is willing, but the guy is not. Right? Then sometimes we call it 暗恋, secretly admire, secret admirer, secret love, not secret lover, secret admirer. Then they try to be, they're so afraid to approach the person. Then, they love the person so much, so-called they attach to the person so much, they love the person so much, but they don't dare to go and confess. They don't dare to, they don't dare to even approach sometimes if they do not know each other. very suffering, right? That one. Very suffering. Especially, I think in the teenagers years. Wow. As long as we never get out of samsara, definitely we will encounter this. Not getting what we want. Not getting the car that you want, not getting the girlfriend, boyfriend that you want, not getting the husband and wife that you want, not getting the huh? not getting the house that you want, not getting the job that you want, not getting the response that you want, not getting the behavior from people that you want, not getting the hardworking colleague that you want. Hey, what is life, man? So last time when I think of it, I'm like, wow, why like that one, life? Cannot lah. You ask me to go through this again and again, again and again, again and again, again and again for countless life, Wow, so much suffering, leh. I don't want, Yeah, better ordain, So, yeah, here I am, So that's why I ordained, one of the reasons. But when we contemplate on that, then you will find that if you focus those contemplation on five aggregates or any acquisitions, or any properties, you find that no, it's valueless, senseless, the one, callless, no meaning one. Is there another like meaning to life? You start to explore. Then we start to understand Dhamma. And then we understand that, actually, in the round of rebirth, it's very suffering one lah. Better get out lah. No meaning one lah. And then after that, we understand that samsara got no meaning, rebirth got no meaning. Then we try to aim for nirvana, Then while along the way, if we have some capabilities, we try to help people understand that, actually samsara, not much meaning one better get out lah. But of course, you don't go and force and say, hey, no meaning one you better get the divorce Not like that Of course, we let people have their right, have their right to choose, their right to their own opinions and all that, right? But if we are capable, if we have some capability, whether it's meditation or whether it's giving Dhamma talks or whether it's whether it's Buddha's teachings knowledge, we share with them, share with people, and direct them towards less causes of suffering and towards true ultimate happiness. That's also, you can, if you want to say got meaning, maybe that is one meaning to life, helping people find no meaning in life and trying to ordain and practice Dhamma, like that. But this is on a higher level, you have to see each case. Each case is different. So if somebody is very attached, maybe just newly married, then you go, hey, I want to tell you something. The truth is that your marriage, is no meaning one. Wow, then you may get beaten up, So don't do that. We must be wise when we apply Dhamma. But start with ourselves first. Start with ourselves first. So when we contemplate like that, you gradually understand that, so what if you have a good wife, good husband? So what if you have good car, good house? So what if you have a good job, a good money? All these ultimately will perish, leh. And sometimes have, sometimes don't have, leh. Have unpleasant one, I angry. When we lose the pleasant one, we also angry, suffer, lament, despair. No point, no point. When we contemplate like that, then we, gradually the attachment to the world, the attachment to worldly gains, the attachment to people of the opposite sex, etc., to people that you are attracted to, gradually the attachment will subside. You find that you breathe better, actually. You experience more freedom in the mind. But that doesn't mean to say that we reject everyone, we don't want to see anyone. Not like that. That one will be rejection already. Basically, you can still love, you can still practice Brahma Vihara, but it will be a purer form of love, purer form of Brahma Viharas. Why? Because we have let go of the attachments. So it is not telling us not to love, but instead, if you want to love, love with non-attachment. A purer kind of love. A love that is less likely to get hurt. Like that. Huh? That is what we can do in our. If you have not practiced up to the jhana stage, or if you are just a disciple of the Buddha, still working in life, still struggling in life, still trying to earn money, live a lay life nicely as the Buddha taught. This is what we can do. This is also practicing wise attention to let go of what? To let go of attachment, so that we can have less suffering in life. Okay? Okay, so this is the talk for today. Hopefully, this sharing is beneficial to all of you. It has been the things that I've shared has been very helpful in my whether it's monk life or practice. Hopefully, it will be beneficial to all of you also, and hopefully, it will bring less suffering, more happiness to every one of you, in the pure Dhamma way. And may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition, and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so let us share merits, okay? Etawata chamehi sambadang punya sambadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Etawata chamhehi sambadang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Etawata chamhehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idame nyati nam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idame nyati nam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idame nyati nam hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Imina punya kamena mame bala samagamo. Satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Idame punyang asavakaya vahang hotu. Idame punyang nibbana sapaccayo hotu. Mama punya bagang sabbasattanang bhajemi. Te sambe me sammang punya bagang labantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.